hand work as well. And this is just another view of the same back routine. It's nice to get this angle. So here it is again. See the long stroke all the way across the body, and then up the erectors on the other side, off the scapula onto the triceps, and then gently off the elbow. And nice all the way up the erector group again, off the scapula onto the triceps and off the elbow. So the foot really hugs the body, but the toes stay as relaxed as possible. That's the proper way to do that. You don't want to grip or dig in with your toes. You really want them just to remain in that hugging kind of position. And then there's the heel, finding the QL attachment just above the iliac crest in that pocket there. The attachments onto the transverse processes. Then the lateral foot sinks in. This is really just along the erector group near their spine attachments, but definitely not on the spine, to be off the spine. And then it's just a very slow, deep stroke. Because it's so deep, you want to go slow. You want to be connected with your client. Curl your toes away from their head as your heel continues up to the levator. And then the little circles around the levator, off the scapula, onto the tricep, and off the elbow. Again, just nice iliac crest, sacrum here. Make sure you're really on the iliac crest and not on the lumbar spine. Finding the QL, a bit of a windshield wiper with your toe back and forth there. Lateral foot. And then you sink in before you start moving up towards the head. And then your toes curl inward away from their head as the heel continues up into the levator pocket. And just get some nice work in there and off. To maintain consistent pressure, again, the knee really follows the heel, and the shoulders, which are above that, are following as well, all on a consistent line from the shoulder to the knee to the heel, so that your pressure stays even and consistent throughout this entire stroke. Body is turned, and you are now toes facing down towards the client's feet. Once your toes get to the iliac crest, you lift the heel up, and you can slowly twist as you make your way off the iliac crest there, off the hips. Just feels good along all those very tight muscles in the low that oftentimes affect the low back a great deal. Low back pain. Nice way to gently melt through the tension in the hips. And then switching again, you switch feet. This is a very also deep tissue technique here where you're just using the ball of the foot, twisting your way up the erectors and then off. So since I'm not using the whole foot and it's just the ball of the foot, it really is a much deeper sensation for the receiving client. And so nice slow way as you travel up the spine is important because it's very deep. And this is another view of how my body leans way back And the lateral edge of the foot stays very horizontally even with the shoulders. Heel doesn't lead, toes don't lead. And then you gently lift off. Here's a nice closer view of that. See how very straight and even with the shoulders the lateral edge of the foot is. And it is slightly lifted. The pressure is coming from the arch of your foot. And then you sit on top of the thoracic spine and then completely lift off.